Good morning. Well, it hasn't rained yet, so we got a whole bunch of beans to clean up down at the seed warehouse that we treated yesterday. The boxes are all still sitting there. In addition to finish treating, we got 3.5 boxes to finish treating here this morning. However, 2 of those need Saltro, and I need to be able to pump some Saltro out of the keg that I have down there. And that's going to require a second keg pump, so we're getting that ready here this morning. I actually have 3 keg pumps all set up from when I first started treating. I was using more stuff out of kegs, and anyway, I had not used 2 of them for several years. And so last year when I was building a drone spray trailer, I robbed one of those pumps because I needed a 110 volt pump, and I hadn't used that one. I thought, oh, well, I'll use this. Well, now I have a keg of Saltro, a second product, and so I need another keg pump, and I don't really want to take it back off of my drone trailer setup because we're going to need that. So I'm trying to convert my kind of third one into one that will work for what we're doing. If you remember yesterday, or from when we've done some of the treating videos, you'll know that our pumps have 2 lines. They have a draw line that sucks out of the keg, and then they have a return that recirculates it, and then there's a 3-way valve, which is what this is, that then pumps it into our mix tank or whatever. Well, this pump that I have was for inoculant that I was using out of a keg years ago, and I've quit using that particular inoculant, so I hadn't used this pump in a while. Problem is, it was not plumbed for a return. It's got a draw, and it had just a line go into your mix tank because it had a like a drill attachment thing to agitate the kegs. So because I haven't used that, or it doesn't have a return, I need to have a return on it in order to mix the Saltro. This is the plumbing stuff that I took off of the pump that is now on my drone trailer. It does have the return fitting and the 3-way valve, but I'm going to try and outfit that to this pump. Problem is, this pump is much smaller, which shouldn't matter. That should be fine, but it has 3/8 output fitting here, and we need to connect it to this port that appears to be inch. So I gotta see if we got the right fittings to do so. Turns out I don't have the right fittings to make this work. That 3/8 port is that's not something we stock very much of. So I had to do what I didn't really want to do and rob the pump off of my drone trailer setup stuff. This is what it was originally set up. In fact, I found most of the original parts that I had taken off of it. So I took the hose and the coupler off. We'll just have to put it back, or maybe I'll just buy another pump for drone season. And we've got this one back together to where it should work. I need some new hose. So when I had this as a seed treatment pump before, it was using it to pump yellow colorant. All we were doing was turning beans orange instead of red with it, which looking back was dumb, but that's what I was told to do at the time, and I was new and had never done it before, so that's what I did. So the hose that was on there is stained and got some yellow colorant, and there might still be some liquid in there, but it's pretty solid, and I don't want to mix that in, so I've been trying to flush everything out. We need to run the pump and just pump water through it. This fitting here is about the only one left that still has some yellow in it. This stuff was all clean, and I cleaned these out pretty well. So yeah, we're gonna put some new hose on, take it down there, and let's get this going. Flushing this pump and those valves out. Never gonna get all the yellow color off, most likely, but it's working. Well, it's taken me entirely too long to get this pump ready to go, but we got it, so we're gonna head down and finish this treatment stuff up. Xander just got here. He's gonna work in the shop today. We've got the gator tore apart there, that wheel bearing that was going bad. We got the new one in, so he's gonna get that put back together, and then we need to do some service work on some of this small stuff, things like the gator. We've got a Polaris 4-wheeler that we need to get out and make sure is in good shape. Pump up the tires and change the oil, or if it needs it, whatever, that kind of stuff. I need to get the generators for the drone trailer serviced, filters, oil changed, that kind of stuff. Lawnmower, we need to get our lawnmower out and ready to go, and blade sharpened and deck cleaned and oil changed. So those are the things he's going to work on here today and tomorrow probably. So here is our keg of Saltro. I'm getting ready to open that, and it's making me nervous. That is a very, very expensive keg of product. Like these cruiser ones, yeah, they're expensive. This one, that's a whole nother level. This keg is 15 gallons, treats 179, I believe, units per gallon at a cost of 13 bucks. Do the math on that. It's worth a lot of money. About $35,000. That's about what this keg is worth. Doesn't cost me quite that, but there's not much margin in Saltro, so yeah, that one goes in there. This one, instead of having a hose like that pump does to get to the return, and the return is just fixed right to it, so it sets right on top of here. I'm gonna get that in place, and then we got to make the hose to connect here and here, which will just be a little short one. I've got some suction hose here, and then we'll put on the line that's going to pump, which we're not actually going to pump straight in there. Everything's going to have to get measured, so we'll figure it out. I'm going to get this set up so we can get this recirculating. Then we've got to measure out inoculant for 4 boxes, put that in there, and we can finish this box that we are partially through and do the one more that just gets the inoculant and apex, and then there's 2 boxes over there. They get the Saltro, so we're just really doing this for 2 boxes for now. We're going to use more than that, but that's what I need to get it for right now. And there's not enough in here to do 2 boxes. All right, well, it's working. So the Saltro is white. You can see it flowing. You can actually see it flowing in there. It's pumping in there, and then we're coming out this way, back down into the keg. So we'll see if it turns a little yellow. Should have gotten most of the yellow out, but you never know. Anyway, we're just gonna let that mix for a while. You're supposed to know the capacity of your pump and stuff, and let it turn the keg 3 times. Uh-oh, we do have a leak. Uh-oh, shut it down. Where's that coming from? Right there. Okay, fix that. That valve is cracked. There's nothing I can do to fix that, really. I think it's from probably freezing at some point in the last 8-10 years, but I haven't been using this, so we put a little catch pan in there. We'll just catch it. It's not a bad drip, but it's dripping. Okay, it'll be fine. All right, let's work on inoculant here. All right, that should be the inoculant that we need for what we've got left here. Restarted this one, so we'll finish this box and we should be in good shape. We got that one, 2 more to do. Yeah. Okay, good. And then we have to organize all of this and stack them all up by customer and where they go, and then load a trailer, hopefully. Somehow or another that quit dripping. I didn't do anything, but it's not dripping, so that's good. All right, we need 28.56 ounces of Saltro per box. So times 2 is 53, 54-ish. 54. I'll do the math and measure it out. Math, kids, stay in school. 57. It's a little over 57. Making sure we get our mix agitated good and recirculating it through all the lines so that we have the Saltro right up to the application point before we start this box. Well, we got everything mixed up. Should be good to go. That valve had stopped dripping in a recirculating mode, but as soon as I turned it to pump through the hose into my pitcher, it started running out. So we're definitely going to have to get a new 3-way valve for there. I just tapped this keg here this morning too, so we're down to these 3 basically left on this pallet. I got another pallet over there, but we're moving through it. Okay, we've got a lot of beans to deliver now. Those are all for the guy from down south of here that he's going to come pick them up sometime, maybe tomorrow or after, depending on weather. These first 2 rows, all of them but the back 2 boxes in the second row here, are for one guy. He's way up north, up like near Pinckney, Michigan. 2 loads to go up there. He's also got some corn. I don't know if he's going to take his corn now or if he's going to take 1 load of the beans and then we'll have to wait on the second load until later. We'll see. These 2 rows are all for one of my customers down to Berkey. So they need to go that direction. And 2 boxes over there are also for a customer of mine down to Berkey and need to go that direction. Hopefully can go on one of the loads with these, because there's 9 boxes for that guy, plus he's got probably 2 pallets of corn. That'd be 11 spots plus 2 boxes. I can haul 8 at a time, so we should be able to do that. You guys remember those beans that I was missing a couple weeks ago? Those 1-4 beans? Yeah, they're on their way. A guy called me this morning, and they're going to bring them down in the back of a pickup. So they should be here in half hour, 45 minutes or so. I also got a call from our, or a text, I guess, from my Wilbur Ellis rep. They're bringing out the rest of our chemicals this morning, or almost the rest of our chemicals, I guess. So I need to go make sure we got room at the farm for that stuff. Starting to get quite a pile back here. Oh, that's how it is in the spring. We'll go through these sometime. This delivery is mostly our corn herbicide, a couple other things. I'm not sure where we left off in this video. Anyway, Xander's working on changing oils and stuff in his shop. We need some oil. I dug the DJI generator out, the drone generator, and it takes 10W40 oil. He's working on the Polaris, and that takes 5W40, 5W50. It says in the book 2W50, but that's not a thing anymore, because I remember this from the last time. I couldn't find that oil, even from Polaris. It was 5W. So I'm going to go to the local auto parts store, see if I can get that stuff. We should have oil for the Gator, but I guess I should have checked that before I left. I'll look that one up. And then, what else? What else? I guess that's it. I don't know. We're working on that stuff. Those guys that were supposed to be bringing me beans should have been here half an hour ago, and they haven't shown up yet. So I told Xander to watch for them, and he can get that unloaded. And there's still not raining. There's not rain close. So once we get all this stuff done and get back, then maybe I can get a trailer loaded up and get some of those beans out of the warehouse. There's our generator. We need to start it up and run it a little bit before we can change oil. I did get oil for this. I got oil for that. I did not get oil for that. They can get it tomorrow. Did I already tell you that? I might have already told you that. I don't know. Anyway, we got to hook a battery up to this to start it. So do that, let it run for a couple minutes, and then we can drain the oil. There's not a ton of maintenance stuff to do to this. Obviously, change the engine oil, and then there's an air filter. We can clean and whatever. It really didn't look that dirty. It's not bad, so good. All right, that battery charged fully, and we're draining the oil here now. We'll let that go for a while. I tried to connect the controller to the generator. You're supposed to be able to do that. Plug in a USB to this port here, and it should give me hours and stuff like that on it, but I couldn't get it to connect, and I don't know why, so I'll have to keep looking at that. There is a firmware update for the remote controller, so I should probably do that and then try again. Well, I was going to go load that seed trailer up, but it appears that I have waited too long because it's raining. Shoot. Oh, well, I'm not going to get that one done. Anyway, Jack's here. He probably wants to get 7520 in here so we can do the AC, and we got 4 different other projects going on. We might as well just work in the shop here for a while. Well, I got the air filter washed out, put back in there. We get the cover put back on. We're about done draining oil, and we can put oil in. I pulled the spark plug. It's about the cleanest spark plug I've ever seen on an engine, so we just put that back together. It's in good shape. I think, for the most part, it's looking pretty good, though. Air filter over here, the paper filter, does have a little dirt on it, but it's soot from this line. And for the rest of it, looks pretty good. I should probably get one of these. I don't have one, but we're going to leave that in there for now. Got it running again. Pulled another battery out. I'll let it charge, but I was able to connect the controller to the generator. Our operating time, we're at 104 hours. That's how much we put on it last year. Not bad. Okay. Got the firmware on that updated. Should be good. Next project is the lawnmower. Now, we put a new head gasket in this last summer, and that would have required new engine oil. So we are not going to change engine oil, but blades are coming off, and we're going to clean under the deck, which is surprisingly clean. It needs cleaned up a little bit, but it's not bad. The battery's dead, so we're charging that, and we'll give the blades a good sharpen. Should probably wait until after we mow the first time to sharpen the blades, but those look okay. First one done. We'll let Xander do the rest. He even went and grabbed his safety glasses. What a deal. Jack's working on our air conditioner here. He's got all the lines hooked up, and it sounds like it's just starting to vacuum the system out. Got a vacuum pump here. You gotta let her go for quite some time, but yeah. It's running. Is it getting cold? Oh, I can already feel it. 40 degrees. Well done. Well done, Jack. What?
Cold enough?
Yeah. Oh, it's icing mine up. They said 40 degrees in there. That's pretty cold.
Put 3 pounds in it.
Okay. Good deal. Well, it's raining. I think we've had, I don't know if we've had a half inch yet, but getting close. It's going to be wet the rest of the week, which is not good for us. It's still early. We've got time, but we are to the point where it kind of needs to start drying up a little bit. So, we'll see. Anyway, we had a pretty productive day. We got AC on the tractor fixed. We got the gator serviced. We got the generator for the drone battery charger serviced. We got the lawnmower serviced. Did not get the four-wheeler done, but we've only put 14 hours on it since the last oil change, so really don't need to do anything there, except for drive it more. Yeah, and I have tax stuff almost ready to turn in. I just need to go over a few things with my wife, and that will be done. So that's good. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Probably some work in the shop. If it's not raining, we'll get some seed out. If maybe we'll get a chance, we can run up to the John Deere dealer and get that tractor that's done up there. I got the bill on that, and I'm not very happy about it. Maybe I'll tell you about it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Not right now. And then what else? Oh, I got to run all these tax papers up to my account too, probably. So anyway, have a great night, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. We'll see you tomorrow.